Welcome back, Copper Coins fans, and welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E067, a 1958D machine wrapped roll. Looks like we got a couple people in here. How's everybody doing today? The coin you see under the microscope is a copy of 1958D 1MM002. Get a couple people rolling in. We'll pull the chip and get things started. Got a roll reveal show tonight. I'm not sure if Chuck's going to be here for it or not, or if I'll have to do it on my own. But we got a 64D bank wrapped roll, a 60D bank wrapped roll, a 1956D bank wrapped roll, and a 1953D plastic tubed roll. Hey Dennis, Sissy, Farm Dog, how are you? Let's go ahead and get this chip and coin number 12. Lucky 12. Open this roll up. He's here. He's just getting business taken care of. So he's not here at my house. He's getting new tires put on his car right now. Either way, we can handle it. All right, coins are out. And let's get things rolling. Ooh, we got this backwards. Well, we know who gets the last coin. Coin number 1 goes to Taco John. This roll was labeled, here, I'll show you. It was labeled that, which means that I must have opened one of these rolls in the past and found RPMs in it. So, and the first coin is normal on the date and mint mark. I was wondering if it was going to be a doubled eyelid, because there's a doubled eyelid that has the mint mark real close to the date like that. We will look at about the first 10 reverses. Yeah, with his dad. His dad's in the hospital, and just other stuff. He's got to get his stepmother's phone ringing, working again, and had to get his car repaired, and just general stuff that needs to be taken care of because they haven't been able to take care of it themselves. Coin number 2 goes to Jim Fletcher. And is that the same die? I think it is. It is. That's why it looked familiar. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Sean, thanks for joining. Try and sharpen that eye. There we go. That's a little better. You never know. We might do some roll dig type stuff coming up this week. It depends on what we got going on. I'm having a feeling that the next few days he's going to be busy. Coin number 3 is for Dennis. Hey, it's no big deal, C-Bip. Just glad you're here watching. Ooh, later die state reverse on this one. Wow. What roll was that, Ant? Did I miss something up here? Oh, all right. A 98D, eh? Oh, 68D. Wow. I think 68D is kind of tough. They ended up having to retool the dies because all the masters were worn out in 69. Excuse me. Coin number 4 goes to Ant. I'm looking. There are a couple double dice that they have. They have a couple of them that have lines under the B and E, doubling under the B and E, and then there is one where it's doubled on the top of the 9. Most of them are pretty clean, Dennis. Another later die state reverse. I mean, if you look at these coins not through the microscope, they're not too bad. Like that spot's not real good, and you can see it. But for the most part, these are incredibly lustrous coins. Coin number 5 goes to Cookie. And the same die as coin number 1 and 2. Got a bunch of packages mailed out today. About maybe 20 of them. I'd say 20. And that's kind of conservative, maybe more like 25. Yeah. And I know that there's an RPM double die combo that has the E or the D almost in the same spot. This is just not that coin. Coin number 6 goes to Sireg. This has got a hit on the mint mark. Same die as yeah, all right. Thought I saw something there for a second. It was just scratches. I didn't see the wart under the 9. I'll take a look at it again. Yeah, a little bit. Right there. Coin number 7 goes to Carl. Not the typical 7/8, huh? Huh. I know that they've debunked that since, what was it, Breen said that it was an overdate. Coin number 8 goes to Paul Hampton. And another one. This is 6 out of about 9 coins. It is real close. It's almost touching. And there's, like I said, Tim, there's a couple of them that are like that. Did you get your desk cleaned up from the cat, Tim? Coin number 9 goes to Crispy. Nearly done. And keep the cat out. Yeah, I actually haven't seen any. Usually you do see those in the rolls. But I haven't seen any in these rolls. Oh, I bet it did. And $500 worth of cents is a lot of cents. So it's a lot of work sorting and stacking all that stuff. I know that I about want to just roll over when I do one $25 box. And I get it sorted, and then I never end up going through the whole thing. I just go through the stuff that I want to look at. Coin number 10 goes to Parvis. I haven't seen Parvis lately. I wonder if he's okay. See, there's a lot of them, too, that have this right here. Just a little, and that is in the hub of the master or working hub. I guess it would be the working hub. Coin number 11 goes to JJ. Hey Wanda, how are you today? Hope all is going good. I'd be interested in seeing that, Dennis. Was it on your coin, you said? Or was it on a coin you have? Hey, Crispy. Glad you could make it. We've seen this die before. Coin number 12 and the winner of RPM number 2, which is right here. You can see it right there and a little bit up here. Hey, Brian, how are you today? So congratulations, Frostbite. Let me write that down so I don't forget. All right. hit on the mint mark. I'm still waiting for the RPM. This roll was labeled that it had RPMs in it, just like this 64 roll says it. This one says it has look for RPM 6 written on it, but that's not my writing, so I don't know whose writing that was on the roll. And this is the same die we just got on coin number 11. How did your search go this weekend, Brian? Coin number 13 goes to Dick. A no-hitter, huh? Just the 27 double die? Seen this on a couple of the others. Not sure if that's just a die scratch or if that's actually an RPM. I don't think there's anything listed like that. Let me take a peek real quick. If it is, there's a whole lot of RPMs in this roll. Oh, well, look at that. That's an RPM. Who would have known? So we've got tons of RPMs in this roll. Shh. Hush, you. It is 1mm009. Here I've been missing all sorts of stuff. I've got to go through the first 12 coins again and pull about 8 RPMs out. You can see right here, here's one of the markers, this die scratch right there. The die scratch is northeast from the nose. Concentric die scratches on the reverse. Let's see. There they are. Well, great. Don't feel bad now. Yeah, I did too, Tim. I like 2 or 3 of them I stopped and I kept looking and I kept looking, and I even took the loop to one of them and I saw it with the loop, and then I said, well, I'll look at it and the next one. I even held it out. It was coin number 5. And it's sitting with 13 now, so. Next coin is for Farm Dog. And there's another one. So this roll, it's the predominant die in the roll, even though this coin is kind of crusty. Hey, coin sorting and hunting with Inventor K. How are you? Hey, Carl, thanks for joining. Coin 15 goes to Doug. I sure did, Doug. It went to Frostbite, and it was a RPM number 2. That's why it was marked RPM on the roll, and it was my writing. So I don't understand. I mean, it was probably written 20 years ago. Hey, Aaron. Nope, no worries. You send a email to coppercoinspayments@gmail.com, and we have a reveal show once a week where we sell spots in the reveals, which will be at 7 o'clock tonight. And after you register, you can bid on the reveals, and then in your email include your real name, your YouTube name, which is Aaron Meyer, obviously, and PayPal email address that we can send a invoice to. Next coin is for Ant. And another RPM 9. Look at that. Now I see it now. It pops right out at me. How did I miss that? Good thing I look at these coins twice anyways. Even though it's been a little while since I've pulled something extra out. Yeah, there it is. Now it just pops right out at us, doesn't it, Tim? So it looks like there's going to be a lot of RPMs in this roll. This is the die we just saw 2 coins ago. You can tell by the die gouge that runs from the Y. And this is the one I'm speaking of right here into the back of the jacket. So we know that's a normal coin. Let me take a drink real quick. Don't forget to hit that like button, everybody. And also, if you enjoy videos like this and you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. It's free. And another RPM. Wow. How did I even miss that? Now that's kind of embarrassing. Coin 19 goes to Jim Fletcher. And there's the die gouge, so we know that's a normal coin. That's coming tonight, sissy. I guess we're going out for old fashions after everything is said and done. My wife works until 7. Coin number 20. I'm usually pretty good at picking up even the real minor ones. That one just slipped by, and they do slip by. You just got to keep looking. I wish you could be there with us, sissy. Be a good time. And we got another RPM. See, but no, this one is not an RPM. That's why. This is different. So, I'll show you the difference here. You see where this is. The mint mark is almost in the same spot, but there's no die scratch going like this. So maybe I wasn't so blind. And let's see the reverse. The nose scratches, And let's see what the reverse looks like. No concentric die scratching. So this is a different die pair. So I'll just have to go and pick there's a couple more that are in the first 10 coins or so. All right, so I don't feel so bad now. Beautiful. Coin 22 goes to Dennis. There's not they've done pretty good about cleaning Fort Myers up. It's still, I mean, there's a lot of vacant land now. That's like around us. They've almost got all the debris picked up now. The people are that are, the debris that's out now has been put out in the last month. Coin 23 goes to Cookie. I think Cookie got one earlier. And this is a normal die. I can tell by that die scratch right there. Yeah, you're really getting some reflection. Like I said, the coins in hand are really bright. Like you could probably see that spot, but these other little specks, you can't see them when you look at the coin. Well, let's see what we got here. All right, Chuck is not going to be here by 7. He's getting tires put on his car, and it sounds like they're taking a while. So you'll have to forgive me with my slow typing, but I will do my best. No, coin sorting. I would say it's not worth grading these. By the time, unless you, on a 68D, I think you got to hit a 67 or 68. And I'm not even sure about that to recoup your fees. You know, unless you're grading it for a different reason. If you're grading it because you want to preserve it and you like it or it has meaning to you, then by all means do it for that reason. But if you're doing it to try to make money or it wouldn't, the coin has to be 67 or higher. In these coins aren't 67. I love Longhorns. Matter of fact, that's where I was hoping we were going to go, but I think we're going to get pizza. They do pretty good old-fashioned, too. But the Longhorn old-fashioned is tasty. All right, let me wrap these up. All right, we're all set there. And coin 26 is for Sireg. Now, this could be... And it is. This is the RPM number 9. Well, a lot of these carbon spots aren't visible with the way they look at them, Tim. But yeah, like this one, they probably would see it. There is spots that are visible on these coins. But you know, when you see them under the microscope, it's very misleading than when you look at them in hand. I mean, if you look, I don't know if it'll show it here. I got it under the I mean, they're really, really shiny. And like I can see that one where I says you might be able to see this spot. I can barely see it under the chin. No, most graders don't use anything. They might use a magnifying glass. So you can barely see that spot with the naked eye right there. It looks like it's, now when, I remember J.T. Stanton saying that anything that was in the Cherries Picker's Guide had to be visible with a 7X loop. Next coin is for Parvis. Yeah, I think that they have lights and they might have a magnifier, like a big magnifier in front of them, which they would see. Like this one, they would see for sure. But even a spot or two won't stop it from getting a 66 if everything else is in order. It all has to do with eye appeal, and that shine and that cartwheel is what the eye appeal is all about. Coin 28. And here I'm giving advice on grading, and I am not a big fan of it myself. So, and there's another RPM. Carl gets an RPM. It wouldn't surprise me, but a computer is too slow. I know that a lot of the graders, I know a couple people that were graders, and they basically say that they want you to do a coin about every 7 to 10 seconds. They want you like a monster box of, they want you to do a monster box of Silver Eagles in an hour. And that's 500 coins. So they don't have a whole lot of time to stop and look for spots. They're going on first impressions, and ultimately first impressions are usually correct. When you start saying, oh, that's a 65, and then all of a sudden you're like, well, maybe you're trying to talk yourself up, chances are you were right the first time when you looked at it. But there's a lot of stuff that goes into grading that if they had a computer grade it, I actually might be more in with it, because people have bad days. They fight with their wives. They get stuck in traffic on the way to work. There's a lot of things that can influence what somebody thinks about something, just from a psychological standpoint. Ooh, there's a bag mark. So, but it is good for valuable coins, because I do think they spend more time on valuable coins than they do on like bulk grading submissions and stuff like that. And there's another RPM. This one's for Dennis. This is the difference between the other die. The mint mark is almost in the identical location, except this die scratch right here kind of makes an X. This die scratch right here. And then the concentric die scratch is on the reverse. But the mint mark is almost in the identical spot. Coin 32 goes to Grandpa Tim. See, now this one is not the RPM. And it literally, it's a little further, it's like a little tilted, it looks like, compared to the other one. But it's got a die scratch right here that doesn't match the other die. I bet you these die scratches wouldn't match either. They're in a totally different direction. Yeah, and like I say, Tim, there are at least 2 other variety dies that I can think of that the D is like right on the 9, just like that. Coin 33, go to Gulf Coast. One of them is a double eyelid on 1mm30. Here, let me look real quick. I want to say 37 or something like that. All right, let's see. There's 9. Yeah, that's a little close, but it's not. 13 is in the same spot. 16 is almost in the same spot. 17 is almost in the same spot. 20 is almost in the same spot. 21, even though the RPM is all over the place, the mint mark is almost in the same spot. Whoever was punching these dies liked that spot, it looks like. 30 is the one that is, it's a split serif RPM. – Well, that looks to be about it. So there's a lot of them that are basically in that same spot. That's right, Ant. That's what I'm saying. When you buy something, you can be relatively certain that it's a genuine coin, and that's what it's all about. Especially when you're dealing with coins that are high dollar, like a 1909 SVDB or a 14D. You know, there's only so many die pairs that were used. And so they know just by where the mint mark placement is and stuff like that, whether they're genuine. It's 55 double die. There's ways of telling if it's genuine. There's a lot of ways of telling if it's fake. The 22 no D. There's what, 5 different die pairs with the weak D and the no D and strong reverse, and you can tell by a combination of all that stuff. And the third-party graders, they check that stuff out when they do coins like that. And there's an RPM. RPM for Doug. And that's why I say a coin like this, unless it's like a real gem, like you said, that 68D. I mean, I'm not sure. Let me look up. I think I got an NGC bookmark. Let's see. 68D. All right, let me get down here. 68. Let's see. D. Yeah, see a 68D in red. 67. If you think that's a 67, and that's a $350 coin in 67. And if it's a 68 or 69, like you say, it would be crazy. Crazy money. Well, how bad are the scratches? I mean, is it scratched? Is it like gouged where it wouldn't even grade? I mean, that's a lot of mistake a lot of people make too, is they'll get a coin, they'll find a say a 14D in very fine, and they'll have this big giant die scratch or die gouge that a bag mark on it, and they won't even grade it. They'll say it's damaged. They'll say it's genuine. I mean, that's why a lot of dealers, there's a lot of people that will send coins to like ICG or ANAX because sometimes they will grade coins that have damage. Notice a lot of the dealers in Florida seem to send coins to ICG. I'm not sure why. I think they are in Florida. And this is not the RPM. And I can tell that by these die scratches here. But taking my advice on grading, it's been a long time since I sent a coin in to be graded. Actually, I can tell you, I think the last time I sent coins in to be graded was 2007. And another no RPM. See, and this one's got a die scratch that almost looks like, let's see if this has got it too. Doesn't. Yeah, it does. I'm just going to move it wrong. That almost looks like it. Go back and double check this. Let me go on a different site here. See if there's any other things to look for. That is not it. I mean, look at that. Oh, that is not it. It almost looks like it is one though, but it is not the same coin. Let me look at this. Most definitely not the same coin. It's actually strange. I'm going to hold one of these aside just to play with it to look. I'm sure that was the one that I looked at earlier and saw that thought it was a die scratch. Next coin's for Parvis. Carl said that I think it is $15 to grade it and $12 for the variety. I think that's what it was. Hey EJ, how you doing? I'm not certain. But if Carl's in here, he knows what the rates are because I think he's actually sent something in recently. Coin 40 is for Sireg. You know, I'm very similar to you, Tim, except I'm just a hoarder. It's hard to say it because it kind of hurts me when I say it, but I can't get rid of them. I have a real difficult time parting. It's like they're children. And they're always worth 1 cent, right? And this is another one of the... See, that's the die scratch I saw, and it almost looked curved in that last one. I don't blame you, sissy. Your husband must be a good man because I know that, like my wife, I just get the eye roll. She's a good woman. And she's supportive. She says, did you buy anything? Did you get anything that you like? Blah, blah, blah. But I can hear the cogs in her brain going, what the hell? More pennies? Not to mention we've got a trailer load of pennies sitting in our living room right now because the office got damaged in the hurricane. Another non-RPM. Once the pennies are out of the living room, the eye roll might go away a little bit. Next coin's for Taco John. Normal die here. Oh, she does too. She has thousands of yards of fabric and quilts in all her spare time. Uh, she's got her own vice. And, you know, hoarding is probably one of the things we have in common. I mean, at least we can walk through our house. It usually doesn't affect our house. It just affects our bonus rooms. And we each have one, which makes it good because it doesn't overflow into the other rooms of the house. I couldn't really tell you, Bill. The scope I have is a 4.5 to 35, I think. Let's see if it says on here. I think it's, I can tell you. It's because you need them. There is no such thing as buying coins that you don't need. Let's see, I can tell you what it is. Amscope. It is a 7x by 45x. £63 of cents in the mail this week. Now, that ain't too bad. That's only 2 bags. That's only 10,000. I won't judge you for that. That's right. I will touch it and squeeze it and call it George. Coin 45 goes to Sissy. And there's an RPM. See, that stands out a lot different than that die scratch did. You can actually see it. And that's not work, Sandigger. That's play. Heck, I can't tell you accurately how much time I spend doing this. I spend a lot of time doing it. And I enjoy it. It's very relaxing and makes my brain feel good. I do got to say that stuffing those plastic pages is not my favorite thing to do. Next coin is for Ant. And Ant gets a normal coin. Well, that's me, Sandigger. I get coins all the time. They just kind of show up at the house sometimes, and I just stick them in a box and stick them on the pile. And I look at them when I have time, which is not that often. And there's an RPM. Frostbite gets an RPM. Did I miss it? Oh. Yeah, you can post it on Facebook, or you can, I can try and help. I can't tell you how long it'll take me to reply. But you can send a pic at eric@coppercoins.com, or you can join the Copper Coins Facebook page, and you might get an answer there. And there's other pages, U.S. Coin Roll Hunting. All I can give you as far as advice with U.S. Coin Roll Hunting and some of the other Facebook channels is don't ask a question, what is your thought on this? Ask a specific question. Is this an RPM? Is this a double die? And if it's not, don't get upset if somebody, and there might even be disagreement between people answering your question. All right, the last and final coin of the roll is for Mr. French. And it's an RPM. I'm going to go through and pick those RPMs out right now. And don't forget, in a half hour, I will be back selling 4 reveals. Chuck is not selling reveals, of course, because, of course, he's here. You can't hear me? It shows that I should be good. Oh, you were deaf. All right. But yeah, 7 o'clock, I'll be doing a reveal show. Oh, I can show you the rolls right now if you want. This is the first roll. 64D, Bank of America. And it says, look for RPM 6. The end coins are not RPM 6. Then the second roll is a Federal Reserve Bank of Cleveland, 60D. And then the third roll is an Atlanta branch of the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta. Original wrapped roll. These are all nice tight ones too. And then this one is a 53D tubed roll. And the coins look pretty good. I opened the end and they look pretty nice. Will you let us know on the first ones? What do you mean, Carl? I guess he's in the hospital and they're treating him. I haven't heard anything besides that, Doug. Will you let us know on the first ones? You mean which ones are RPMs and which ones aren't? Oh, I'll do that right now if you want to hang out. That one's not. That one's not. Cookie, coin number 5 was 1. That was not. Let's see how far I got to go up here. 12, that's what I thought. Parvis, coin number 10 was 1. And that's it. There was 2 more. Those were the ones that I missed right there. Coin number 5 and coin number 10. Oh, the date on the third roll is a 56D. Wheat roll. I don't know if there's a wheat end showing. No, let's see. I don't know if you can see the date. I don't get a very good view of what that's showing, so I really don't see it. I guess it doesn't focus that close. But yeah, those are the dates. So we got a 64D, a 60D, 56D, and a 53D. I'll see y'all at 7. Gives me 20 minutes to get my act together. Thanks for joining, guys and gals. I'll see y'all soon.